Now, the Nigerian Senate has pledged more legislative support to create a more conducive environment that will further propel Dangote Refinery's quest of attaining energy sufficiency in Nigeria and Africa at large. Chairman Senate Committee on Petroleum Downstream, Senator Sumayla Kawu, during a working visit with members of the committee to the refinery site in Ipeju Lake, he said the legislature will implement reforms that will hasten the growth of the oil and gas sector. Joel Pola has the reports.
Dangote Refinery is described as a major economic lifeline of Nigeria's oil and gas sector. And this visit by the Senate Committee on Petroleum Downstream is part of measures to sustain the ongoing momentum of the refinery, which has an expansion target of 1.4 million barrels per day from its current capacity of 650,000 barrels per day. The senators were marveled by the level of automation and quality control in the central control room of the refinery, a facility that guarantees round-the-clock surveillance of the production process and quality control. Dangote Refinery has its own port, 5 single-point mooring system to facilitate the transfer of crude oil through the trestle to the crude tanks in the refinery. The CEO and Managing Director of the refinery and Vice President of the Dangote Group believe the facility is a beacon of hope for Africa.
This is truly a world-class facility that is fundamentally changing the dynamics of the global trade, but certainly the North Atlantic Basin particularly. And to see Africa, for me, there's a lot of personal purpose to taking on this role as a continent and a nation-building project.
The Chairman Senate Committee on Petroleum Downstream, Sumayla Kawu, described the refinery as a national asset that needs more support.
Look into more, especially PIA. You know how long it stayed in the National Assembly without passing it, but it was first in the last Assembly. Therefore, there is need for some adjustment and amendment, which is natural. Now we listen to him. We will listen to the remaining stakeholders in the oil industry to arrive in a destination, which everybody at the end will be happy.
The lawmakers also toured the fertilizer plants currently producing 2.7 million metric tons per year, which is more than Nigeria's annual need of 1 million metric tons. In Lagos, Joel Bukwola, NTA News.
Now, reports just reaching us indicate that following recent security challenges in some parts of the country and the need to prevent any security breaches, the Minister of Education has approved the immediate closure of some federal unity colleges with immediate effect. A statement by the Director, Senior Secondary Education, Binta Abdul Qadir, notes that all principals of affected colleges are to ensure strict compliance as communicated. You're watching the news on the network service of the Nigerian Television Authority. We pause for another break with business news to come up later. Do stay tuned.